on that attack unit. I'm excited to watch them today.
And Duke's still trying to replace Jake Naso at the Faceoff X as well. It's been by committee in the first 4 games. It's been McCarthy, the young freshman from the Haverford School, who gets the start today. Duke in white, Princeton in the road, black and orange. A top 10 matchup, a beautiful night in Durham. We are underway. Some Friday night lacrosse between Princeton and Duke. It's the Blue Devils that start with the ball. You mentioned the graduation of Brennan O'Neill. New look attack unit, 2 grad transfers, Maliver and Graham. He has enjoyed this group maybe more than any group he's ever coached here at Duke. And when you've won 3 national championships and are a perennial power in this sport, it speaks volumes. They've had a lot of turnover, particularly at the Faceoff X as well on the offensive end. Got the long pole goal to open this one up 1-0. They win the faceoff, and they've controlled possession in this game. Only McCarthy joins Michael McDonald with 132 goals, 3rd all-time in the storied program of the Princeton Tigers.
It's not every day that you have a player like Colter McCarthy come through your program. We saw some of the greats up there. Mikey McDonald, he's a guy I played against, completely slept on, unbelievable Canadian talent lefty. That really reminds me a lot of Colter McCarthy in the way he shot the ball.
And Kabiri gets free, finds Wade, and just like that, Princeton in front 2-1. Duke continuing to dominate at the Faceoff X. They've won all 4 faceoffs in this opening quarter. Duke, he's been terrific. Did everything he can, but Maliver, good reflexes there. Princeton's first faceoff win of the night. And they turn it over right at the end of this first quarter. The most of his opportunity, not only tonight, but 17.5 saves per game when you play Penn State and Maryland. This Princeton schedule to start the season is a gauntlet. 4 top 10 games to start the year. They are being put to the test.
They're being put to the test, and what it does for you over the course of your season, guards you one-on-one, and I don't think Duke was ready, and he got right in front of the middle of the goal. That's the easiest place to score on the field.
You're always going to rep your Jersey guys.
Always. But I'm also gonna rep, Jay, the guys that I know that can be out there making plays, and he's a guy I saw it in him.
3-2 lead for Princeton.
At that low angle.
2 goals in 60 seconds for Princeton to grab control of this game early in the second quarter. Another face-off win for the Tigers. They've won 4 in a row. It's turned it into a little make it, take it here on the road at Duke.
It's starting to feel like Princeton's settling in.
But you see some of those shots. The last one from Kabiri. And it's good defense, but it's just even better shot making. Princeton, 5 goals from 5 different players. How do you respond if you're Duke?
Have to settle in. First and foremost, stick work cannot be an issue on this possession. Grind.
Skipped that right in. Ben Johnston, goal number 6 on the season. Exactly what Duke needed. A shot in the arm for the Blue Devils here at home in a top 10 showdown. Princeton riding with Koby Ginder at the Faceoff X. Luke Engelke for Duke, and it's won by the Blue Devils. Two Tigers tonight notching their first goal of the season. This has been a full, complete team effort for a Princeton team. 6 goals by 6 different players. A lot of contact, and another flag comes in. This penalty will be against Princeton. John Danowski fired up right in the middle of it. All smiles from the Hall of Famer.
You see the laugh there, but he's getting in there a little bit. You know, they're getting chippy.
You guys were swapping Rutgers stories on our call.
We were, you know. Rutgers, let me tell you this.
Push 30.
What were you going to tell me?
Rutgers and Duke, 2 completely different places. But what Coach said is he brought a little bit of his Rutgers swag to Duke, you know? That toughness.
Blue collar, hard workers, right?
Yep, multi-sport athletes.
Maliver coming over from Maryland, where he was a great feeder for the Terps, and he's brought that to Duke. the two grad transfers connecting on that extra man. Well, this second quarter is man up, fourth man up goal on the season. What makes him so dangerous is everyone's used to seeing him feed in man up situations, and he fed himself there. Princeton really using their depth tonight. We mentioned it because they've got another game Sunday in Chapel Hill against North Carolina. I mean, he had played very sparingly in the first two games, but what a performance this is. How great is this on a Friday night? Awesome atmosphere here at Koskinen Stadium. Top 10 matchup. Both teams have been playing great in this first half. Duke has won 4 straight face-offs. Princeton desperate for the ball. The Blue Devils almost had another. Still loose and finally picked up by the Tigers. Zach Friedman, the junior. Big ground ball there. Princeton going quickly. How about the muscle? Jackson Green, look out. Lays the lumber and scores. What an individual effort.
Green laying that hammer on the shoulder, just completely bulldozing that Duke defender. You knew the minute he got right here, he was not giving the ball up. There wasn't a care in the world. He was taking that thing to the rack. That's just a big-time answer at a Green. Wow.
You know, as Green's going to goal, you're thinking Princeton has not had the ball for a while. Should they pull this out and give their defense a breather? No, Jackson Green had other ideas. You said it, the bulldozer and the finish. Big-time goal from Jackson Green.
And the celebration to add on top.
Flag flies, so a free possession for Duke here. His tempo's really picked up in the second quarter.
I love the celebrations, Jay, all the guys. They're so ready for that.
Sometimes I wonder, do they have a game plan? Because they're so coordinated over on that sideline.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys are preparing for that all week.
And they've been able to do it 9 times. This ties the most.
Because it wasn't going that fast, but that's deception, Jay. That's how far deception can go when you're shooting the ball from 14 yards out.
Well, we talked about how good the goalies were in the first quarter. It has been all offense in this second quarter. And it comes to an end with Princeton holding a 2-goal lead.
Here, the goalies are doing such a great job. It's neck and neck. I'm excited for the second half, Jay.
Both teams early in the season have already played an overtime game. Princeton beat Penn State in overtime, and Duke beat Michigan in overtime off the face-off win. The freshman Ben McCarthy. Final day of February, Jules Henningberg letting the hot takes fly. Ben Johnston could be a first-team All-American.
His size, his ability to go 2 hands, right? That's a hat trick tonight. There's no reason he can't do this every single time he's out there.
I love it. And it's a 1-goal game. Been close and competitive throughout. Michael Bath, the senior captain, settles things down. Long pull goal on the doorstep. Jamison couldn't keep it out. Cooper Kistler, the junior long stick midfielder. Usually the long poles don't score from the doorstep, Jules.
He's showing his finesse right here, Jay. He caught that thing. He didn't just settle for the shot, right? Watch when Kistler gets the ball, okay? Catches it righty, excuse me, puts it in his left hand, pump fake, gets in front of the cage. He looks like a natural attackman down there.
Wide open, his first goal of the season. And Princeton with an immediate answer after the Johnston goal. Luke Engelke in at the face-off X for Duke. And Princeton continuing to get the better of the Blue Devils at the dot. Andrew Mcmeekin wins another one for the Tigers.
Efficiently.
Duke wins another face-off, and they've taken Princeton's goalie, Ryan Croddick, out of his rhythm. Had 4 saves in the first quarter, has not made a save. And it comes in a huge moment in this game. Felt like Duke was starting to grab some of that momentum. And McCarthy, I thought when he fell to his feet, that swim dodge, although it was elite, was going to go to no use, and then he puts it in the back of the net. To the way. Good face-off win by the freshman Ben McCarthy, the pride of the Haverford School. Big question coming into the season for the Blue Devils without Jake Naso. How for Luke Graham. This new look attack, Molliver and Graham to join the freshman Liam Kershus. They have found a fast chemistry early in this season. Hasn't always been the prettiest at times, but 4-0 and now back tied at 11. Duke with an inspired third quarter, almost got the lead. Aiden McGuire inches away.
McGuire just looked like a complete first-line omitty for Duke there with the cut down shot on the run.
That one might be the biggest of the bunch to put Princeton up by 1. McAdory, deflected shot. Battle for the ground ball, scooped up by the freshman Fogo, Ben McCarthy.
And that's what I was going to mention earlier, Jay, the adjustment, right? McAdory's now at attack. We really haven't seen him get involved as much as I believe.
Two teams, they've got to turn around in less than 48 hours, and Duke plays Penn, and Princeton plays UNC in Chapel Hill. This is the second year that these 4 programs have decided to do this, play each other on Friday and then swap on Sunday. And you just feel like it helps all these teams early in the season. Tough tests and
of when to use it around the back. You're fading, you're losing angle by going around the back. He earns a better shooting percentage and buries it with the highlight reel play.
Swim dodge into a behind the back. Somebody tell SportsCenter. Top 10 play coming from Koskinen Stadium. Tigers win the face-off. So Princeton with momentum in a 2-goal lead. 3-0 Princeton run. This ties the Tigers' largest lead of the night. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and Princeton wins another face-off. All the momentum with the Tigers in this 4th quarter. Duke with their backs against the wall now, trying to force the turnover. Ground ball kept by Quinn. Top 10 win in their first 3 games. Tigers in the driver's seat. Princeton a 14-12 lead, 6:47 remaining in this 4th quarter. Huge ground ball, and it's the captain, Michael Bath, who delivers it. Those 50-50s. Tonight, it feels like Ben Johnston is playing with a magic stick. 5 goals for number 19 in white. Face-off win for Princeton. They go right to goal! The immediate answer! Coulter McCarthy. Only 5 seconds between goals. McCarthy's 4th of the night, and Princeton restores their 2-goal lead.
Do what you do well, kid, right? Catch the ball lefty, get it out of your stick quick. It's a simple game, right? This is McCarthy's bread and butter. He's been doing this for years. Elite placement, dropping his stick head just a little bit and then popping in that low corner. It's a big time answer out of Coulter McCarthy.
These 2 top 10 teams have gone punch for punch all night long. You just got the feeling early in this game it would come down to the finish. Princeton gets the ball back here. Under 4 minutes to go. Andrew Mcmeekin, the junior for Princeton. Duke a slight edge at the face-off X tonight. Each team with one timeout. Battle for the ground ball, won by Princeton. Mcmeekin, and a timeout taken by the Tigers with 9 seconds remaining. That face-off win by Andrew Mcmeekin may have just clinched this win for Princeton. Thought there was going to be more late game heroics for Duke after that McAdory goal. But the Tigers might just hang on here.